Pakistan 24 for 1. To anything like a full house here. Nicely taken by Russell. Won't be out though. Hit the pad. Roar from the relatively sparse crowd, but nothing from the bowler Lewis.
Umpire Shepherd got nothing to do with that one. I think that's come off his thigh pad, and I think very good decision there. Well, more thigh pad than most, but it wasn't a bad appeal. But
that's magnificent work from Jack Russell. There was some conjecture before this game that Russell may not be selected for England, that Stewart may be picked to keep wicket. But thankfully England have stuck with their best wicket keeper, and indeed a batsman who comes in at 7 and does a thoroughly good job.
Leg stump.
That'll be 4 more. That is a cardinal sin from a bowler on this pitch. You must not bowl with any width.
No, on a pitch that is giving you a little bit of help, you've got to bowl straight. No seam movement there for Lewis. It was short and just a little bit wide. And Ijaz has climbed into that and crashed it away through backward point for 4. Batsmen need no second invitation when a delivery is bowled to them like that on this type of pitch.
Well, that's gone for 4. Lewis might consider himself unlucky, but once again his line is completely awry. It's too short and too wide.
Well, Ijaz has flung the kitchen sink at that. He's looked to sort of flat bat it straight back over the umpire's head and got a rather fortunate 4 down to third man. It's flown over the slips, but he's never in control of that stroke. Good run rate by Pakistan, 60 for 1, going at 3.39 runs per over.
That'll be 4 more. This is disappointing bowling from Chris Lewis from the England viewpoint. Ijaz is quite enjoying himself.
It's giving Ijaz the opportunity of going for his shots, and Lewis has got to tighten up his line. That's gone between the 2 gullies. Not a chance. It's bounced just in front of them.
Now he's found that in-swing movement. That one's missing leg stump, says umpire Shepherd, mouthing the words going down. This is very good stuff from England's left-arm quick bowler.
And he just wants one in between the 2 here. That's another good decision. We just get it a couple of inches over, then it'll be very, very adjacent.
Darren Gough in the Headingley crowd here watching the game was touted as likely to be brought back into the England side for this match, but the selectors defied the pundits and resisted Gough playing on his home ground here at Headingley. Instead, Ijaz eases Mullally down the ground, and there's no hope for Michael Atherton, who chases. It's his 9th 4, and he is playing an innings that is turning the game Pakistan's way.
Oh, a little bit of swing there, but Ijaz picking the swing. And the good thing about this is he doesn't try and hit it too hard. He times it. And once it gets away down the slope here at Headingley, no one's going to stop it.
It's beautifully bowled too. Ijaz has ridden his luck, and England haven't had much of it for themselves. Having said that, that's 50 for Ijaz. And he deserves it, if for no other reason than the way he's played so positively. Terrific performance in counter-attack from Pakistan's number 3 batsman. That's his 12th performance of 50 or more in 29 Test matches.
He doesn't know much about this one. It's a bit of a, oh dear, it's swinging in. Prods it and gets a little bit of a thick inside edge, but nevertheless it brings up his 50. And the way he's played, That really is a very important 50 for Pakistan.
And he must have picked up a wicket, and has done too. No way that Steve Bucknor could say no to that. Very well deserved and right on the stroke of lunch. The second wicket goes. Shadab Kabir rewards Andrew Caddick, who appeals and appears to be in front of all three.
He's been well beaten. Caddick. Two things the umpire has to think about with decisions like this. Does it pitch in line, or would it be going over the top? And I think the height was fine. Shadab Kabir is at 35. Pakistan on 98 for 2.
The hero of the Lord's Test match. 148 in the first innings, 70 in the second innings. Brilliant average, averaging 48.19 over his 32 Test matches. No ball brings up the Pakistan 100 off just 180 deliveries. Caught in the gully. Inzamam flat-footed. Mullally has got the ball across him, and the England captain takes his second catch of the innings. And Pakistan lose their third wicket.
Yes, there's no feet there. He's got his feet stuck, and he's played away from his body. That's left him a little bit, and Atherton has picked up a fairly easy catch. But again, you know, Inzamam is not one who uses his feet a lot. He often plays some magnificent shots, and you know, without using his feet. But on this wicket, he's paid the penalty, and Inzamam leaves 103 for 3.
Salim Malik is Pakistan's number 5. Very experienced player, nearly 5,000 runs in Test cricket, averaging very nearly 45. Good keeping by Russell. The leg by Malik isn't off the mark. It's really good stuff from Jack Russell. A little bit of hesitancy here between the batsmen. Salim Malik run out at Lord's. With a misunderstanding between Inzamam and himself. And that's top-edged. It's a no ball, though. It's a great catch. It's been thrown away. Dominic Hawke caught the ball, has thrown it up. But Steve Bucknor had called no ball way before Dominic Cork had caught that. It was a great effort by Cork. Ijaz going for his shots again. Russell backpedaling pretty quickly, and Cork diving in. He knows he's caught it, but didn't hear the call of no ball.
I think Cork has hurt his fingers in there, but it's unlucky not hearing no ball.
Misfield from Mullally, going to have to get after that. So misfortune for Caddick, 4 off the over, 117 for 3.
Ijaz has got that fine, and it'll beat Cork into the boundary boards for 4. 5 off Caddick's over, it's 123 for 3. Delivery well kept out by Malik. He's going to pick up a couple of runs. 3 to Malik. Salim Malik on 7 and Ijaz on 75. It's Ijaz who's on strike. Paddock the bowler. It's gone off the top edge again. And this time it's gone all the way for 6. Paddock can't believe it. Ijaz living dangerously, but he's reaping the rewards.
Well, wasn't really short enough to pull, and he just decided he's going for anything that he feels a little short, and he's going to play the shot. But he hasn't played it very convincingly, and must be feeling a little bit for Andrew Caddick. He's wondering what he's got to do.
Now has his best score against England.
Come on. Do this, boys. Come on.
Angled away again. England still don't have a third man. Pulled away. England paying for every time they pitch the ball short.
And very quickly into position there, and gets into position, rocks back, and hits it in front of square. Tremendous effort.
Those two Sunday League appearances by Cork were both fruitless in terms of wickets, so he's yet to take a wicket on this ground in any sort of cricket. That's amazing, really. Despairing dive by Crawley. 150s up for Pakistan, and they're making this after lunch session their own.
Well, what England have let themselves down is that they're dragging too many balls down, and he just might have had a few problems with the high bouncer, but the one at that height he's putting away pretty confidently.
Jormid wickets in place, and he's to no avail either, because Malik has just picked his spot and punched him nicely for a couple. He might have had 3, but he's no spring chicken between the wickets these days, Salim Malik. Alex Stewart, the man after that stroke. Ijaz is unbeaten at present with 99. Only one other batsman's done that here, Salim Malik. Salim Malik making 99 in the Test match here in 1987. Made 2 very good 80s in the Test match here in 1992, 4 years ago, that actually failed to save his side the match. 166 for 3 from 47 overs, so a good rate of scoring. Always is at Headingley when batsmen get in, a very quick outfield and a huge slope from the Kirkstall lane end of the ground down to the football lane end. That means that anything going to the football lane end races away to the boundary. Adjustments in the field now with Ijaz on 99. There's a fielder coming into the gap between gully and second slip. Cover in nice and tight to stop the single. And Chris Lewis is the man who's going to try to deny Ijaz becoming the first Pakistan player to make 100 at Leeds, but he can't do it. A really excellent performance from Ijaz Ahmed. He's had a wonderful run in Test cricket of late, and his counter-attacking here has worked wonders for Pakistan. Third century in the last 4 Test matches for Ijaz. Brave performance. Very difficult first thing against the England seamers, but he took them on and has been rewarded.
This is a great 100. I'm sure you'll be pleased with it. Conditions were very difficult this morning, and he's got over those, and he'll be very happy with this 100.
It's as good a performance from Ijaz as anything all day. A very special cover drive, eased into the gap, and hit with great placement.
This is very, very well timed. Got his foot forward, leant into it, and that's raced away. Just over-pitched a little bit by Caddick, and he's got his foot forward, and that shows you a man getting into neck.
Catching that, Hussain just threw his arms to his left, almost in mock of it. 17th fall from Ijaz, and a very powerful strike indeed.
Yeah, both Knight and Hussain didn't move at all, and that's been powered away backward of point, and Caddick won't be happy with that delivery because he's given himself a little bit of width outside off stump, and you don't bowl to Ijaz there.
Off Caddick's first over from the football stand end. Pakistan 181 for 3.
And that is positively thrashed away by Ijaz. 4 more.
I was saying just now, he's playing his shots. It's wide. It's not a half volley, but he's almost fallen off balance launching into that. Very, very powerfully. 4 more runs.
Straighter, but Ijaz has got his bottom hand into that, punched it through the onside. It might not go for 4. Just going to stop inside the boundary. Batsmen have only run 2. I think Ijaz thought that he'd given that enough to get it over the boundary. Just ambled a couple. Straight down the ground from Ijaz. He's running harder this time. And he needn't have bothered because it's gone over the rope for 4.
This one is going to get to the boundary. He just takes off. To the confusion of the last ball, he thought he'd hit to the boundary. And there's no messing around here. He's running it hard, but that one comfortably over the ropes.
It's 9 off that over. 199 for 3, Pakistan. None for 18 in 31 matches. Got 2 for 15 in the Texaco Trophy at Old Trafford against India. And that's a very gentle single that brings up the Pakistan 200.
One for Caddick. Caddick starts his 19th over. Once again, dropped short. Ijaz loves that. It's his 20th for today. And he's also hit 1-6.
Yeah, he's dropped this short, and he's very quick to get up on the back foot and smashes that one through mid-wicket.
That's a Classical stroke through mid-on for 4 runs from Salim Malik. Only 3 boundaries for Malik, but they don't come much better than that. It's a difficult stroke to play, the on drive.
There we are, great foot movement and not a lot of power into it, but it's all timing that, and the longer he stays at the crease, the better he's going to get, and that looked like the Malik of old time. Superb shot.
$218 for 3.
Smashed away by Ijaz. It's a terrific stroke. Wasn't painfully short, and it's got all the way. Second 6 of this innings for Ijaz, and a really good strike. It takes him to his highest score in Test match cricket, beating the 137 he made against Australia last winter in Sydney.
Well, it's not that short, but when you're 130 odd not out, the ball tends to look that much larger. You have that much more time to get into position, and he's just got into position there and hit that away with enormous power. That's his highest Test score now, 141 not out.
Ijaz unbeaten with 141. Salim Malik beaten with 41. Big difference in the ball's face there. Ijaz has been very quick. His first 50 was quick in itself. And England have shouted. Steve Buckner's just wandering off, not even prepared to have a look.
Well, this is missing leg stump by probably 6 inches. The desperation creeping in now for the England bowlers. Steve Buckner, quite rightly, not in the slightest bit interested.
That's out. Waving at it, and Ijaz finally goes. Corks done the damage and slips over in excitement. It was the slower ball, and Ijaz was giving it all that he had. And as ever, Dominic Cork smiles because he's done the business for England.
The wide delivery, slower. Ijaz thought, this is Christmas time. Gone for it, launched it. And got a little top edge through to Jack Russell, and whoops, there we go down. Bit of frost here. But that's the slower ball. And he just throws everything at it and just manages to edge it through to Jack Russell. Ijaz Ahmed out for 141.
He's the leading bowler this summer for England, 18 wickets at an average of 26, just over.
Salim Malik will have to settle for 2. He's on 49. His 38th 50 in tests. Does he love this ground, Salim Malik? Pakistan fans are out to celebrate.
Top innings from Salim Malik. It's his 4th consecutive 50 on this ground.
A fingernail from Nick Knight, it's not enough.
Story of the day, Bob, this. The edge just going wide of second slip. There have been 1 or 2 flashing strokes by the Pakistanis. And Nick Knight almost anticipated that. You could see him going to his right before the shot had been
just a little bit of extra bounce. And Graham Thorpe will be a relieved man to finally grab it to his stomach. Mushtaq Ahmed is the new man. And finally that 7th wicket falls. 378 now the score.
Well, that's a terrific ban. Well, Mr. Caddick gives a very strange look there to Moeen Khan. I don't think they exchanged words, but they certainly exchanged looks. It's a rather humbling process for an England fast bowler to race in, let your best delivery go, and suddenly you find it whacked away over mid-on. Played that well. Lovely flick of the wrists. Couple more runs there. Nicely played. Fine shot. I think that was intended to be a little bit of a reverse swing there from Dominic Cork. He got the last one to dip in towards the pads. Well, that one dipped in to the middle of the bat. Well, that was brilliantly played. I mean, outstandingly played. That shot's not in the coaching book. It's a straight bat hook shot. Oh, it's dropped. Drop catch. Moeen trying to push it along, pushed out too quickly. Maybe the ball was a little slower. David, go have a look at this.
Well, it was firmly struck, and it was just the one hand that Dominic Cork could afford.
It's a brilliant shot. It's not produced the 4 runs it deserved. The fast side of the ground, a little bit downhill over there. Lewis has saved it. Oh, he's picked that up beautifully. There is a man out at long on now, Caddick. So they get 2 for that. Well, he was just about gone, but instead he's made 100. That's a very, very good innings from Moeen Khan. He took the gamble on the single. The fielders knew about it. Alex Stewart was across in a flash, and Moeen Khan has reached 3 figures. A very, very good knock.
That's 4 runs. And Mushtaq Ahmed seemed to see that fine. The partnership is now worth 50. And that's come up in briskish time. 85 deliveries. And 1 minute short of the hour. Well, a number of umbrellas sprouting in the terraces. And that's out. Caught by Jack Russell. Nice simple catch for him. And so the end of Moeen Khan. Nicely taken by Jack Russell. And a warmly appreciated innings, both by the crowd and his teammates there. For Moeen Khan as he disappears into the dungeons. Dominic Cork now has 4 wickets, and Jack Russell has 150 dismissals in Test match cricket. Oh, that's a thumping shot. End of the catch. Don't think that's quite what was intended. And he just strolls down to bid farewell to Waqar Younis. He did actually say bye-bye to him, which is good enough, I suppose. And the final man at the crease then for Pakistan is Atar-ur-Rahman. And 4 runs. Well, something of a loosener for Andrew Caddick. And something of a gift for Mushtaq Ahmed.
Well, pretty decently today as Andy Caddick. Could have had a couple of wickets early on this morning.
That should be out and is caught at mid-on. Michael Atherton the catcher, Mushtaq Ahmed is the man out. And the England captain jogging his way off to get the pads on for what will be another crucial passage of play in this second test match. Mushtaq Ahmed out for 20. 20 off 43 deliveries. In a bright and breezy innings from him. Pakistan, having been put into bat by Michael Atherton yesterday morning, will be delighted to have reached 448.
Highly delighted. I should think that is a very big total after you've been put into bat on a Headingley pitch. 105 from Moin Khan. Splendid innings from him. I thought he played really well. 51 from Asif Mushtaqa, not always in control, but has got a big heart. And 20 for Mushtaq Ahmed. Good partnerships there to take them onto that final total. Now the bowling figures for England. 5 for Dominic Cork. And bear in mind he had that injured forearm on his bowling hand. And 37 over 6 maidens, 5 for 113 is a very, very good performance. We join play now in the England reply. It's the second ball of the first over. Michael Atherton, the skipper, is taking strike. Wasim Akram, his fellow skipper, is the bowler, and no runs have been put on the board as yet.
Well, that whistle through Mike Atherton there, and just look at Moin Khan, because he'll appeal for everything and anything. But that might well have flicked love on the way through there.
Thick edge. So far we've seen nothing swing out. A couple of moved in towards Atherton in the air, but nothing really has swung away, nor did that one. It just went away a fraction off the seam. A long hard look from the bowler, as it would tend to do to any fast bowler. Disdainful. He's gone inside edge, and that was a very good delivery. Ball has jagged back, not quite cut him in half, but it was a tremendous delivery. Had to play on it, just the faintest little touch on the inside edge. It's a very good catch.
That's a really big wicket, isn't it, for Pakistan? 14 for 1, and in Wasim's first over, he got one between the gloves and the body, and then just Moin Khan appealed from behind the stumps, but this time everyone went up.
Four for that, but it was very well bowled. His class act, Wasim Akram.
And it really could have gone anywhere, could have flown to slip. And Nasser Hussain right turned round, 2 feet pointing down the pitch.
Four more. Not completely authentic. Very good stroke. Lovely way to play the ball down into the ground, the pull shot. Lovely roll of the wrists.
But he should see enough of the bowling over the last 2 days to know that if you drop it short, it stands up at Headingley. And Alex Stewart in prime form with that shot.
Oh, that's a great shot. Oh, no need to run for it. Alex Stewart just played it, watched it, and sets himself for the next delivery. Wonderful shot. That's a good shot. Right off the meat, just nicely timed.
Well, this was a really sweet shot. You saw it all the way, and it just almost just swung a touch right into the middle of the bat.
Very pleasant to watch. Alex Stewart just quickly into position. Big shot. I'm not surprised either. Well, that's the danger. He set himself the shot early. And if the ball is as straight as this one and you miss it with the bat, you could be in big trouble.
Oh, we can see all the stumps as well. Well, I think he's a bit of a lucky lad.
Great shot. Perfectly placed. They put a man out deep backward square. They were just a few yards behind the line of square, and there's another one at orthodox long leg, and Stewart has hit it straight between them. .50 for Alex Stewart, very good innings, and 100 up for England in their reply to the 448 made by Pakistan. Four more runs added to take England along to 104 for 1. That's a good performance. They lost Atherton early on, then Stewart played really well, and so too Nasser Hussain. Once or twice early on he had a problem or two with Wasim Akram, but he fought through that and was playing really well towards the end. He's on 37, 104 for 1. And the bowling for Pakistan, Waqar Younis had all sorts of problems there with which end to bowl. 4 overs, no maiden for 37 for him. Wasim Akram 1 for 22 in 7. Mushtaq Ahmed looked as though he'll be a danger man again. 8 overs, 2 maidens, none for 22. And Atta-ur-Rahman, 6 overs, no maiden, none for 20. Now the situation of the match after 2 days. England 104 for 1, Pakistan 448. The run getters on the left-hand side, Ijaz and Moin Khan centuries, and Cork 5 for 113. England certainly did well at the close of play on the second day. Highlights of the third day's play of this game between England and Pakistan. 2 very good days so far, a little bit topsy-turvy and pretty much in favour of Pakistan. So the state of the game, England 344 runs behind, and the actual figure for the follow-on, England need to get to 249 to avoid it. 448 all out for Pakistan, England 104 for 1. And we join it now with the third ball of the second over. Wasim Akram is the bowler. Alex Stewart is taking strike, and 3 runs have been added to the overnight total.
Oh, that was close. Left arm over the wicket. The ball just cutting away. Beautiful delivery that. That's a good shot. Beautifully played. So many of the shots we've seen with Snatch so far off the back foot, but Alex Stewart has a special ability to stand up, really get the meat of the bat at the ball.
Just rides it off the hip.
Yeah, that was well played. It was almost the perfect Yorker, but if it's imperfect, then that sort of shot is possible. And that's the 100 partnership. Nasser Hussain and Alex Stewart. There's a ball that has to be hit. Short, right in the off stump.
Well, they were saying with the England bowlers, if you bowl short and wide, you're going to get walloped. And that was walloped very nicely. Very good shot. He's definitely out of sorts, his Waqar. He can't work out the run-ups. Can't work out the pace of the pitch. Can't get anything to swing or seam. So he's going to try around the wicket.
Well, that's out. It pulls it off. Extraordinary dismissal. Gordon Bowl Waqar, 48.
Well, that was a funny dismissal. It was almost a slower delivery that he just sort of piced back. There he is. He beat him in the flight with that slower delivery off spinner. And that was very well bowled. Give credit to the bowler. Said he hasn't bowled that well this morning, but he's bowled a beautiful wicket-taking delivery there.
2 down for 121. New batsman Graham Thorpe. Fine shot. Again, that's right. Stroke of the back foot. Lovely timing. Someone else attempts to knock the pavilion over. That's Shalab Kabir, who's made a mini assault on the pavilion.
Well disguised by Wasim Akram. Good change of pace. Careless stuff. What looked to be just a nice simple piece of cricket, and 1 run becomes 3. Shalab Kabir as the fielder down there, deep square leg. Moeen Khan comfortably beaten. It was straight over the top of him, and the backing up wasn't.
I thought you said that there were no snakes in this Headingley pitch, Geoffrey.
That's a good shot, off the back foot, plenty of time to play it. And Graham Thorpe's first scoring shot for half an hour or so. Got off the mark, got himself onto 1 reasonably quickly, and then had to wait patiently for that next chance. Well, Graham Thorpe certainly relishing that one, playing with the spin, confidently tucking it over the top. Flashback.
was away for much of the time. The England bowlers dropped the ball in short.
Was LBW, but he's not going to get that. And I'm not sure that he hit it.
Got that away nicely. That's a good stroke. He hit it almost with a straight bat, but at the same time, the ball went past squarely.
Well, it's a curious delivery that he pitches outside leg stump when he's only got a mid-on and a backward square leg on the boundary.
There's England supporters getting into the act. And Pakistan as well. Good shot. Just didn't quite get hold of it, but it was still quickly into position.
Well, that's out. A mistake by Graham Thorpe. Got caught in two minds, and Mushtaq has done it. The little man bowling around the wicket, into the rough. I mentioned about that this morning on the pitch report. There's quite a bit of rough there for the left-handers. And England have 3 in the top 7 who are left-handers. Graham Thorpe, the first one, right into the rough. Leg break, turns, little bat and part. He didn't get really anywhere.
So that's how it looks now. 168 for 3. John Crawley is the new batsman, and this will be a big test for him. Well, agony for the bowler.
Well, it was nearly, but not quite. Good firm push by John Crawley, but he slipped off the face, but short of the fielder. He couldn't catch that. That was a good yard and a half short.
That's a good shot. The first ball of Wasim Akram's new spell. Alex Stewart very quickly onto this. Didn't really bounce very much. Great shot from John Crawley. Well, he does play the spin as well, John Crawley. And this was right up in the slot for him. Tossed up by Mushtaq Ahmed. Nice big half volley. And very well played. Well, this could be it. Alex Stewart has to negotiate. Wasim Akram comes for 2. Turns now. And there it is. 100 for Alex Stewart. Well played indeed. Thank you, Lord. And Alex Stewart making the most of his opportunities here. I'm sure Illingworth appreciates his efforts. That's been a very valuable innings. Very good one too by Alex Stewart. All his England colleagues there on the balcony, fulsome in their applause. That's nicely timed too by John Crawley. Absolutely no effort, but it's just skidded away up that hill. 4 more runs. Ah, look at this for timing. Well, the dive not quite good enough. It's taken the pace off the ball. And John Crawley will get 3 instead of 4. And that takes England past 200.
Nice stroke. Picked it pretty well. There was a faster, flatter delivery. And John Crawley just waited on it.
The ball of his pitch is a touch short, and he'll belt it. No problem at all. If you bowl short, you're going to get punished.
Great Yorker. Ilkay Younis not quite holding his head in his hands, but clutching at it. Very well bowled. Very good effort in the end. Beers got round to it, managed to stop it, and then almost knocked it onto the rope. There's another Yorker, beauty once again. I doubt if you'll see a better non-successful Yorker than that one. Brilliantly bowled. Shot. Beautiful shot. Good footwork. Took him right out to the pitch of the ball. Just hammered it away through mid-on.
Well, he's managed to get that to the gap with some power. Very good shot indeed. Just seemed to be a gentle opening of the face, but the timing was so good. Raced away to that boundary, deep point. .250 comes up, and England, in doing so, saved the follow-on. On a short run. That's got away, that's 50. Very well played, John Crawley. Meant to be a slower ball, up a shorter run, but it was wafted away on the onside. That's out, got him. Atto Raymond gets his reward. Perseverance. And for John Crawley, just fallen short of the target he'd like to have set himself. He's gone for 53, shakes his head. He played some effortless shots.
If you watch the length of it, it's right up there. I think maybe he didn't get far enough forward with his feet. I think when John looks at that in the dressing room and thinks, well, how in heaven's name did I miss it? You know, it seemed up there for hitting.
And that brings to the wicket now Nick Knight.
That'll just run away down the hill. 4 more runs this time to Nick Knight. Beautifully played. Well, anything just short to Alex Stewart in this sort of form is going to get punished. Well, what should have been the last ball of the over, called as a no ball. It wasn't a great ball either. And Nick Knight waited for it, smacked it, got his 4 runs for it. That's a better shot. 4 more runs. Just flicked away very easily indeed as Atul Rahman tried to compensate, trying to get that ball back up on a length again.
Nice start. 4 runs off the first ball. It was something of a loosener. First time Wasim Akram has bowled from the Kirkstall Lane end. He's favoured the football ground end for the rest of the time. Maybe that Wasim Akram will be looking to take the second new ball with the score just having reached the 300 mark. Had 1 replacement ball out there so far. Classic little stroke. Well, a big stroke actually, but minimum of effort. Plays that so well.
I was just about to say how well Atul Rahman has bowled and how he has bowled to the offside and just keeps 3 fielders on the on, but Alex Stewart's in such prime form now that he can whip that ball away from outside off stump because it's short of length. Effortless. Certainly a very confident man, confident enough to step back outside leg stump and just wait, and that's a sign of a class shot. It's back, he waits and picks the spot on the offside.
Very good stroke again, and get onto that little area there where you have the pitches, and it'll be picked off by the fielder. Could have done himself a little bit of damage there. Made good ground to that.
Can't have a feeling that the boundary rope might have been brought in field a few yards there. Just a couple of yards. We've seen players crash into the wall, up the steps, into the tarpaulins. Well, it looked a bit head first to me at one stage. Well, that was nearly it. Beautiful length. I mean, it's the killer length. When the batsman gets in a terrific tangle, the front foot planted down too soon, perhaps. I wonder if Wasim has just called on Wacker and said, right, Wacker, the ball is ready. It's beginning to move in the air.
There's Alex Stewart. That is great. Really been a super innings. 150 for Alex Stewart.
Maybe he wanted to look at the cricket as well, the pilot of Concorde. If he could see anything from that high up, he'll see England doing really well.
Oh, he's dropped it.
Well, it's the tired end of the day, the concentration goes a bit, and normally Wasim Akram would have gobbled that up.
Straight down the ground. Uncomplicated and very effective.
Well, it was a super shot. He's played well all day, but well, I've been having a rest, David. I'm here at Headingley, disappointed with the way he played. I'll stand up and give him a tremendous ovation for a wonderful innings.
Well, Strack gives thanks for accepting this return chance. It was straight at him. And a nice height, still needed to be caught. So he has 2 for 87. Alex Stewart just closing the face, I think, on that. Just too much. And the 5th wicket is down. 365 is the total. Jack Russell is the new batsman. So now 2 left-handers at the crease for England.
Good 50 for Nick Knight. His 3rd in Test cricket. He's only had a handful of matches. Just one more run added to take it along to 373 for 5 when bad light and impending storms and rain brought things to a halt for the day. A very, very good performance from Alex Stewart, 170, and good support there. Nasser Hussain, I thought, played well early in the day. Crawley batted well for 53, and Nick Knight unbeaten there on 51 with Jack Russell. Good day for England, not quite so good today for Pakistan. Been a fluctuating test match. Their bowlers, Wasim a wicket, Waqar 1, Rahman 1, and Mushtaq 35 overs, 12 maidens, and 2 for 94. Some turn there for him. And that's the way the game stands at the end of the 3rd day. England 75 runs behind, 373 for 5, and Pakistan, having batted first, being sent in by England, 448 all out. We've had a few problems with rain and perhaps slow over rates, but there have been some things to bring us up to the last day, things we can look at from the positive point of view. We might have psychological ploys from England trying desperately to take wickets this morning. And then Pakistan, don't discard the thought that they might like to have a go at Michael Atherton and Alex Stewart in particular late in the day, even when there's nothing hanging to the match. And that's the state of the game. Pakistan begin their 2nd innings 53 runs behind. Now we're going to join play with the first ball in this final morning. Alam Malali is the bowler. Syed Anwar is taking strike.
Well, that's close. It's not a bad start. I mean, close enough, put it that way, just to get the lungs loose as Alam Malali tries to get the arm loose. And England faced this morning with, well, the chance maybe to make some inroads into the Pakistan batting. Try and establish a little bit of mastery if they possibly can. Oh, he's dropped it. Well, it looked and was a very straightforward chance, as slip chances go. Shadab Kabir's first ball, Alam Malali right on the spot, and straight in, straight out. Graham Thorpe never copped it. Well, that's a bad miss. Now, that's the sort of thing which England could really do without. And that is a lovely shot. Now, he let that one come to him. Wasn't trying to hit that too hard, just used all his natural gifts of timing, coordination. And that's a beautiful example, how just to get in the right position. Different areas, he got the weight into the shot more than in the first innings. Well, no messing as far as Syed Anwar is concerned. Muted applause only because there's a very muted crowd here. Nothing really that counts as a crowd. Well, that's high in the air. Anyone can take it. Chris Lewis is going to. and that's his first wicket of the innings and his first wicket of the match. So not a good morning for Shadab Kabir. He never seemed to settle. It was dropped on naught, and it hasn't been a costly miss. Pakistan have lost their first wicket at 16, and this was it.
Well, it's a bad shot. There's no two ways about it. Very simple catch. Well, this is the Centurion coming in now. Ijaz Ahmed.
Great shot. Just a little bit overpitched.
Well, David's right. It was a lovely shot. Foot across to the pitch of the ball. Lovely swing of the bat. A control swing.
What's going on here? Well, extraordinary stuff. Saeed Anwar, who appeared to have all that under control nicely, would have made 3.5 easily. Ijaz was, well, happy to stay where he was.
Very good pitched up delivery there by Alan Mullally. Just bounced a touch, hit the glove. I do like to see him pitch the ball up.
Well, has he clipped the bail? Or has he clipped the pad? Jack Russell was the first one to point. Well, low stroke play, that's not far away. Got him. Yes, that's well bowled. That went away nicely. The line of the ball as it came down would have started the batsman into playing defensively, and then it moved away quite sharply off the seam. Batsman had the choice then of pulling the bat away or going on with it.
New batsman, Inzamam ul Haq.
Just a bit of extra pleasure there for England in the field, the fact that they're going along very well. He's given it the shake of the head, but it took him a long time to shake it.
Yes, I think that was a very good decision. You watch the ball, just swings a touch at the last minute. Pitches, swings, I think it's just going down. But they're under a bit of pressure of Pakistan.
Dominic Cork's not at full pace out there, but he's certainly moving the ball around a bit off the seam. Mainly into the right-handers. He got his wicket by moving it away from the left-hander.
Good shot. We saw a lot of those in the first innings. Anything short outside off stump. Ijaz chopped away to third man. And there's no fielder down there. 4 runs. Takes a step forward, but there's always room for him there. He plays the shot extremely well. He's a back foot player, really. Pulled away. Not truly off the middle of the bat, but it may well get there. In fact, Alex Stewart got there first. The 50 comes up. 4 to square leg. The ball was kept up but slightly overpitched and certainly straying down the leg side. Well, it's worth paying just to see that shot from Inzamam ul Haq. Beautiful stroke. He stood up tall to play that, got right on top of the bounce. Runs here. Very well bowled, kept up, the ball just drifting away in the air, but Ijaz, in fact, got well out of the pitch and did well to keep the ball down.
That's 4. Just what Inzamam needed to relieve some of the pressure on him. And that's the first really bad ball from Dominic Cork. First boundary that's come from his bowling this morning.
So often Andrew Carrick will get one to fly like that. That surprised Inzamam ul Haq. Batsman seemed to indicate that the ball might have taken a bit out of the surface, but it's a very, very hard pitch, this one. That's a nice crisp stroke. Just stop inside the boundary. Not quite, just got that little downhill slope over there. My Shepherd will signal the boundary. Up, so it's a quick burst from these two Pakistan batsmen since lunch. Just coming up to 101. Some good stroke play since the interval. There's a half shout there for LBW because the bowler thought the ball had got through. In fact, it only got as far as the dead centre of Inzamam's bat. Once again, Cork paying the penalty for getting onto the pads. We've only got to be around about middle for these Pakistan batsmen. They'll whip your way across through mid-wicket, past square leg. Good effort, but just out of the reach of Nasser Hussain.
Yes, there's no doubt in my mind that Inzamam's looking to get after the bowling a little bit. See there, his first thought is to be aggressive, to be attacking. Nasser Hussain, who probably hurt his shoulder just a little bit, but probably not serious.
That's the 50 we were talking about. It would have been in the forefront of Inzamam ul Haq's mind. He missed out in the first innings. And almost without apparent effort, he's made 50 from 75 balls in the second. That's 4. Flicked it, but it just brushed against the rope. Caddick was sensible enough not to grab it as he was sliding, but that would have been 4. So he's kept it away from the rope there. That's okay. Now it just defeats him. That's 4 more. what they had for lunch, but I don't want any of it. All over the shop now. Fashionable chimney pots. You pay a lot of money for those these days. Standard procedure up here.
This one he has got hold of. Running away down towards mid-wicket. 4 runs. Same sort of delivery, but not going through quite as quickly. And still Salim Malik stays inside the line, but this time with bat on it. And the 4 runs enough to take him past 5,000 runs in Test match cricket. That's out. Nice simple catch. So Andrew Caddick picks up the 2nd wicket. Salim Malik with a poor shot. Looks as though that ball might just have stopped on the pitch a bit. And he was through into the shot, out of control. And it's just a nice simple catch to mid-on.
He's trying to play forward here. The foot gets stuck in the batting crease, and then he falls into the shot, losing control of the bat. And that's as poor a footwork as you could ever see. David Gower summed it up, it was poor.
Well, that was very close to Nasser Hussain.
Well, I think it carried, David. I'll be very surprised if it didn't. It looked as if it carried all the way. Hard hit. Yep, there it was. Very definitely a chance. I wouldn't say an easy one, but if England are going to win, those are the sort of chances you've got to take.
Four runs. Rather easily taken, just a little bit too wide again. And the 150 comes up.
And this is where a captain really needs in the field. Good spinner, so you can crowd the batsman or look for the missed drives, look for anything. Not much to look for here. An all-seam attack and 2 batsmen well set. 3 for Asif Mushtaba. Very nicely played, sweet shots through the covers.
Another leg side half volley. They make them hit through the offside.
No business, more like it. Nice stroke. Stewart the fielder. Downhill in that area. And it does race away from the fielder. The fielder is half bending down while replacing divots.
Well, the bowlers shouldn't be too harsh here on Alex Stewart. He did make a good effort there. Richie's right, I can tell you from experience, it runs away very quickly down there.
Again, just down right about the pads. That's good running. He's come back very, very quickly there. The subtle change of pace. Oh, now there's trouble. Gone and forgotten. Well, not totally forgotten, because they'll have a word or two in the dressing room when they get back there.
Well, it was a funny one there. I think there was a single if they'd have both gone. He just set off, but stopped, and it wasn't his call, really. Really was Asif Mushtaba's call, and I think he was probably right. Disappointment, because he's played very well, he's been in control. None of the bowling's really troubled him.
189 for 5. Wasim Akram, the new batsman coming out, the Pakistan captain, at the fall of the wicket of Asif Mushtaba. Good performance in this match, a century for him in the first innings. He has now made 5 centuries and 8 half-centuries in Test cricket. It's a good performance. He is a good player.
Well, this is definitely the situation where Michael Atherton, who doesn't normally bowl, but used to bowl leg spinners, and he's practiced 1 or 2 mornings here at Headingley. If he's fancying bowling, ought to give himself a little role in this situation.
Yes, I think so. I think he's given the batsman the chance to get up and walk off himself. That's quite a useful delivery. Caddick has been spearing it in short, and he's got a good one there. That looked to me as though it just flicked the bat on the way through as the batsman was taking evasive action.
I don't think the umpire is going to miss that sort of clear view. You can see it hit the gloves. He knew immediately, did David Shepherd, the umpire.
Yeah, it was a pretty good decision because his shoulder, his right shoulder, was also in the line of the ball there, and in all the flurry and fluster and arms going everywhere, it's quite possible to make an error or not be 100% certain there, but Shepherd was right on the ball.
I'll go for 4. Yes, just for a moment at the end of the over there was a hint, a little bit of playing, I think, a bit of play acting that Alex Stewart might be bowling a couple of overs. Surrey captain, sensibly ceding to his new colleague there this season, Chris Lewis.
I get the England captain on David. Well, it's just frustration now for England bowlers. Lewis looks as if he's trying a Yorker, just going wide of the crease, finishes up a leg side full toss. Wasim's any sense, he'll get to the other end and not face Michael, because if he gets out, Michael is not going to let him forget. Well, that was an amazing delivery, wasn't it? Yeah, it even caught the umpire out. It must have hit footholes or something. He's saying, here's a bouncer, 1 for the over, above the shoulder height. Look at that.
Steve Buckner looking very, very closely, and he's given it. Well, if anyone thought that he was joking, then the joke's gone rather sour on Wasim Akram. And I'm sure the one thing the Pakistan captain wanted to avoid, well, it's happened. He's out to his Lancashire teammate, Michael Atherton, his opposite number as the England captain. Let's have a look at it. Well, has it done enough to come back? And I think that Wasim Akram might just be a touch unlucky there. Needed to turn a lot, turned just a little bit, And that's the sort of scorecard that England actually would be quite happy to see at the Oval in this next Test match. And one wonders if Mushtaq Ahmed, who really can bowl leg breaks, is any good at picking them. One bounce, and down to Alex Stewart.
Geoffrey Boycott used to bowl with the reverse cap. Thorpe obviously knows about that. And Wasim Akram is calling them in. 5:20 on the final day of the Test match. And away they go. Michael Atherton, his opposite number, has given a wave, handshaking from the two batsmen, Moin Khan and Mushtaq Ahmed. And the match here at Headingley, the second of the Cornhill Tests, has finished in a draw. Pakistan still lead the series 1-0. Well, this is the way it went. Pakistan 448 after being put into